Welcome back to ARCTutorials. This is Angular 21 complete tutorial series for absolute beginners or even expert developers joining us from previous versions of Angular. On November 20th, 2025, Angular 21 was launched. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about all the new features. And then starting next episode, we will do the entire CRUD based on Angular 21 using the latest features and functionality. It's been a while I've done a full-fledged Angular CRUD tutorial covering all the recent launches, signals, components, standard. A lot of things have changed in Angular, and it would be fun to do it again. So let's get started. I hope you will enjoy, you will learn. As always, I'm available to you. Please write to me at surya.aradhya@gmail.com or drop in your comments if you have anything. Please continue to support me by buying the books at arctutorials.gumroad.com or buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/arctutorials. All right, so this is the episode we talk about the new features that are covered in Angular 21. All right, so Angular 21, the first and the foremost important update that got changed, that is, it's zoneless change detection by default. Okay, so what it means is that now any new Angular applications we will build uses the zoneless change detection strategy instead of relying on zone.js. Now, this is an important change because earlier whatever change detection used to happen was happening using the zone.js. But now it's removed, it's independent, and all of the change detection is done zoneless. Now, why this helps is because it helps in improving performance, reduced bundle size, and making change detection more predictable and more controllable. If you still want to use the old behavior, you can still use it, and that's provided via provide zone change detection. The second thing is a new one, totally new, brand new. It's experimental, which is in the reactive forms. Now we can build reactive forms API using signals. Now this is an important change because now you can define a signal right in your form model, and then Angular will build the form structure from it. This is a very big change. Again, it's experimental, but we will give it a shot and try and see how it goes as we build this CRUD series. Validation is schema based and defined in code, making it more logic, more declarative, just how we were doing earlier. We have state management again for that, which is value, validity, dirty, just like how reactive, but now through signals. That's the most important and one of the most standout features, I would say, of Angular 21. The next is my personal favorite, which is a model context protocol. Now, what is model context protocol? A quick overview. If you want any AI agent to talk to your Angular application, or if you want your Angular application to integrate with any large learning models or any other AI agents, that's where MCP comes into picture. That's a standard where AI agents talk to each other. Now, Angular 21 enhances it at CLI with pre-built MCP server into it. So this MCP server will provide tools for AI agents, LLMs to interact with your Angular project. Okay, I'm going to implement that also as part of this CRUD project, so stay tuned for that. Today, we are just covering the high level new features. Angular area. Now, this is an accessibility package, very, very important. If you're working in any enterprise level, they'll not give you sign off till the security team runs the entire accessibility tests. So this is a very important update because it will help us with keyboard and mouse and area attributes, focus management, screen reader support. Excited because this would make a lot of work easy when you're working in an enterprise setup. Now, YTest is a default test runner. So good news on that. Earlier, we used to use Karma as a test runner, but now everything will be through VTest. Okay. Now, it was earlier in Angular 20 onwards, I believe, was only in experimental mode, but now it's the default test runner. You would still write your tests and run it now with YTest. Now, this is faster tests, modern API. It has Zest-like syntax, right? So even as a real browser mode. Excellent. We'll write some unit tests also using VTest. Now, new compiler diagnostics. Now, this is again for the backend thing. that you can refer to. Okay. Again, this is like more like compile time diagnostic checks for reading input, content child, etc. Now, there are some more small updates like experimental isolated shadow DOM encapsulation. This is a new encapsulation strategy they are coming out with, which is called experimental isolated shadow DOM. That's right. That's the exact name that's it's written. It provides like a true DOM kind of an isolation, so styles don't leak or other components don't get affected. This is an point number 8, which is defer trigger enhancements. That's interesting one because it now supports options to configure its intersection observer. So that's an important one, especially if you are trying to change design on mobile, iPad, and web experience. Point number 9, template enhancements. Now it has support for regular expressions. It helps you support with ng class port and also conversion to common module. Last, Angular build and tooling improvements. So now with signals and speed, it's much stronger. The build size is less, and there is a lot of improvement in the speed itself overall. It has smaller bundle sizes and improved tree shaking. All right, those are the high level features. Very excited for this Angular 21 project, entire CRUD setup. I will walk you through it using the latest features and everything that has changed. I can tell you one thing, there is a lot of changes, a lot of breaking changes. So I'm sure that all of you would only benefit from it. So join me in this journey. Thank you so much for joining. See you in the next episode.